All I know is this violates every canon of respectable broadcasting.
How are you?
Hey, who wants to help me get this recorder out of here? I need some muscle over here.
You're listening to Blame Your Brother.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back once again to Blame Your Brother, episode 79. We are back once again, your favorite podcast, Blame Your Brother. That's right. There's three of us that come to you every week. I am 1/3 of that trio. I am David, a.k.a. D-Brew, voice of the people, Mr. Bitcoin, the spiritual midget, and I'm joined every week by the man to the left of me. It's my actual brother. It's Lee.
What up, everyone? It's a.k.a. Mike Honcho, the one and only LeBron's safety pin.
And sixfigure.com. And I'm also
Six figures.
I'm also joined by the guy to the right of me. It's John.
Hey everybody, John here, aka Tico, aka Mr. Groupon, the biblical scholar, Mr. PTI, the madman.
They got John Tortorella, a madman.
They do a madman.
Okay, he's a madman.
There you go. So there's three of us that come to you every week. Like I said, you can come join us as we stream the show live on YouTube. Go to blameyourbrother.tv. It'll take you there. You can come hang out with us. Watch the show as it happens. Get in the chat with our friends, our listeners, our blamers. You can be part of the magic every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. Come join us. But if you miss it, we're always available on all the podcast formats. So don't feel bad, but we'd like you to come hang out with us. So we're going to get started. We got much to discuss. We've got a couple of call-in segments tonight, so this ought to be good. But before we get started, we just have to ask a question that our legal team presents to us every week. Lee, I'll start with you. Was there anything you said last week that you wish to take back, apologize for, retract, anything?
So, regular listeners of the show will know that you would never apologize for anything. So I have to apologize for you this week. To all the women in the world who can now not be addressed by any term. So they're the nameless, they're the faceless.
No.
They're the W word.
They're the penny emoji.
That's actually hands raised.
Yeah, like saying, ooh, me too.
But we will get to that. We had a poll. We'll get to all that. Is there anything you wish to apologize for, man? That's the question.
I don't. Did I say anything I shouldn't have?
Every week.
Constantly.
Every week.
Yeah.
Give me one thing. Exactly. John, we'll go to you because obviously you have something to apologize for.
I don't have anything
Let
to
it go.
apologize for.
Let it go. Let it go. Okay. All right. Well,
Whatever.
Obviously we were clean as a whistle last week. But before we get to that, last week we approached the this is more of a follow-up than an apology from our end. But we talked last week about Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, at a public meeting. Somebody said the word mankind. He said you shouldn't say that. Are you going to say the wrestler again? No? Okay. Someone said mankind. He said you should say it's people kind instead. Now, Justin Trudeau said, just joking, bro.
Just joking.
Just a joke, man. Just a joke, bro. It wasn't serious.
I mean, you know.
Come on. The guy meant it. Now he's backpedaling. So we took it to mean he was offended by the word mankind, and he was offended by the word woman because it had man in it. So we put a poll up. 154 people voted. We needed a new term for the word women. It's we're here. Me too. We're time's up. All that. We're ready to change our ways as white men, and we're going to start with redoing the word woman. So we had some options for new words for woman, how we should address women, the females that we know in our life. So here were the options. You had broad, toots, bird, and the W word. So 19%.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
We will predict what the person to your left voted for.
Okay.
Okay,
All
you go first.
Oh, what do I think you voted for?
Right. I'm Lee.
Okay. Lee voted for bird.
That's right. Ding,
Yes,
ding, ding,
okay.
ding.
All
Okay.
right.
John voted. I'm going to say John, he's a man of the people. He's a madman. He voted for the W word for sure.
You're incorrect.
He voted for toots.
Nope.
Oh, broad?
I voted for broad.
All right, John, what do you think?
I think you voted for broad.
I voted for broad all day long.
There you go.
But we were in the minority because bird came in at 19%. Broad came in at 23%. toots came in at a high 25%. But the winner and the new term for women all over the world is the W word. So from now on, if we talk about women, we have to say the W word. And that's 33% out of 154 people. So
The people have spoken.
they've spoken. That's a pretty good amount of people to vote in a poll, right? It's not like we got 6 people, and this is official. 154. That work.
That's more than Family Feud.
That's more than sometimes people vote in certain districts in the city. So the W word, Lee, would you like to? It's a big moment for history.
I think maybe the question selection was a little biased. A little gerrymandering going on there.
Why would you say that?
Well, considering that none of us, we created the question, and none of us voted for the winner.
Okay, first off, in the lieu of next week apology, I had nothing to do with the questions in the poll. I will say that. I'm glad you and David were in cahoots with that, though.
Everybody heard you last week on the show talking about it. So, and you said
me and Tradu are boys. It was a joke.
You said "whoa, people." What did you say? "Whoa, people." Whoa,
woe to man.
No, that's what you guys said.
No, you said it.
I didn't say it.
100%. I will grab the audio. You said "whoa, people."
Whoa, people.
Yeah, and somebody said they liked that.
Oh yeah. I guess I did say that. If someone liked it, I definitely said it.
Now you're back in track. Now you admit that you were involved in this process because you.
I don't see "whoa, people" on there.
Well, W.
Hey, it starts with a W.
The "whoa, people" word.
Hey,
anyway,
you were in on the action. Don't act like you weren't. Okay, you helped the W word. So.
Sure.
Justin Trudeau, we want to thank you for helping make this world a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and for the whole human race. Their children, whatever, crying.
Dying.
They're dying or crying?
I think they're crying.
People crying.
Dying.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
we need the micro machines, man, so we can sing some Michael Jackson for us.
Okay. Yeah, people are like, what? What does that mean? Okay, all right. So we're going to get moving then. We're going to get moving to topics. And before we do that, how was everyone's week this week, John? Anything?
I like how you just glazed over your apology there.
I didn't have anything.
You went from just John to the Twitter poll.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, whatever.
I have nothing to apologize for.
Go ahead, John. Sorry.
How was your week this past week, man? What's going on with you?
Nothing much. Just an average week.
Average week. Have you been watching any of the Olympic Games?
The wife has. I haven't been much. That cuts into my sleep time.
Okay. All right, well, that's cool. So nothing to report, Lee. Anything going on with you this week? This past week?
I went to a studio, a rap studio.
Okay.
Laid down some like Little Migos type stuff, you know.
Can you give us a little sample?
It was like skirt. I don't know. I obviously was not doing the fat beats or rhymes, you know.
You were just there.
I think that's what they call them.
What's left?
Just the skirt, skeet.
All right.
He's in the background saying what?
So tell it. You were in a rap studio. Like, what's going on in a rap studio? What's going on here?
I mean, there's some things that I signed an NDA, and I'm really not allowed to talk about. So,
we'll talk about NDAs later for sure on today's episode.
Yeah.
But.
Well, I mean, they got to violate it. You know, they got to violate it first. That's all I'm saying.
So your boy, what's his AKA?
Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe Hennessy.
BJH.
Bobby Joe Hennessy, who was on the program a couple weeks ago. He was in the studio spitting some rhymes.
He's dropping a mixtape.
Okay.
So we're gonna check that out probably.
I'm ready for that. Let's bring that on. Okay.
He's got to go back in and he just did roughed it in, so he's gonna go back and do the full.
I'm ready to hear. I want to hear
the full stir fry.
I want to hear the Bobby Joe Hennessy mixtape coming soon, exclusively through BlameYourBrother.net.
Like if you could represent his rap style. It would be 3 fire emojis.
Confused white boy?
No, 3 fire emojis.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say confused white boy. The white boy going, ah.
What?
The emoji of the confused white boy.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't seen that.
All right. So that was it. That's what you did. That's your claim to fame.
That's my claim to fame.
Awesome.
What about you, Dave?
Same with you, John. Not much happened. Did some moving in the house. We're getting some new couches, new carpets. So moving some couches, getting rid of some couches, taking them to the dump. But it was a cold crap weekend. So it was best to stay inside. And truthfully, you know how it goes. Like you get to Wednesday, you're like, what'd I do this past weekend? I don't know. Maybe something, maybe not. No idea.
I'm to the point nowadays where if I don't have plans, I'm like pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, "What are you doing this weekend?" I'm like,
Well,
Nothing.
the question is, what did you guys do yesterday for Valentine's Day?
I sent the wife some flowers
Okay.
with a nice little note.
We're at work.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
She did something really cool for me. She got like the heart-shaped box of candy, but as most people that know me, that I've been trying to do the low-carb diet.
Mm-hmm.
So she took all the candy out and she made a heart-shaped like out of bacon.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
So,
all right. Points for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta love the bacon.
All right, Lee. What was your big?
I wonder about. It was like a normal sized heart shaped thing.
Yeah.
Like that much bacon. That's as.
It was good.
I know, but is that like healthy for you?
There's 0 carbs in bacon, so yeah. It
Zero
fits in with
You
what I
can
was trying to
eat-
do.
You can eat whatever you want.
Not quite healthy,
as
but
long as
yeah.
it's not a carb.
No carbs.
Did y'all have like dinner together or?
I mean, we always eat dinner together, but
Okay.
the dinner wasn't really anything special.
Gotcha. Okay. That's cool, Lee. What big plans as
Yeah,
a new
dressed
parent?
up. Me and my cat put on our matching pizza pajamas, and spent a romantic evening together watching Netflix, as we're prone to do on Valentine's Day.
And
Did
your
you watch
wife-
like Love Actually or what did you watch?
Yeah. You got a camera in here? What's going on?
Well, you know that bush out front that looks just like me? That's not a
Okay.
bush.
That's weird.
I mean, your wife and your child were at home.
I guess. I
I mean,
don't
it's
know.
your house, man. I don't know what's going on with you, bro.
Okay. Obviously, actually, my wife was sick. So,
Fun
it's,
times. Okay.
it's washing some bottles, watching the
There you
baby
go.
a little bit.
That's how you do it.
Going to bed a little early.
There you go. Yeah.
Fun times.
Yeah, the same
time.
thing. We had we got some takeout from Outback, so it was good. Wife had a steak. I had salmon. And if you don't know, my oldest son is a vegetarian now, so he's not eating meat. He's been doing this for like 2 months now, and so he had some macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes. So it was a good dinner. I got her some flowers. We got her some candy. The boys got her like a card that was about 3 foot high. So it was pretty cool with a bunch of pugs on it. And she made me some no-bake cookies, and I swear to God, she made like 30 of them.
You ate 29
There's
of
like
them.
5 left today, dude.
Good job.
So,
So is the chocolate peanut butter and oatmeal?
yeah.
Those are so good.
Oh, they're the best. She knows I love those. So usually a big occasion I'll get those. But
I haven't had those in years.
not good for the diet though.
No, but
Hey, what are you gonna do?
So I did get a present for my wife.
What'd you get?
I got a. So people who know me know that I'm a huge fan of Talladega Nights, the movie.
Okay.
So now I have a Shake T-shirt, and my small child has a Bake onesie
Okay.
with the fists coming together.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's cool.
big fan of novelty
Somebody
T-shirts.
somebody called us, me and Clay at work today, Shake and Bake as we were coming in the building. They go, hey, it's Shake and Bake. I was like, okay.
Did you say no?
So which-
I'm the magic man.
Yeah, who's who?
Whoever the leader is, that would be me. Who is Shake the leader?
No,
Who is
no.
Will Ferrell?
Yeah, Shake.
Yeah, Will Ferrell.
Bake never came. He wasn't allowed to. He wasn't allowed to finish.
Okay, good. Well, that's John C. Reilly.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's a good movie. I mean, I think it's underrated. I think Will Ferrell gets trashed a lot.
Underrated.
Yeah,
I don't think it's underrated at all.
I don't
think
know of
it's-
anybody who's seen that movie that doesn't like it.
I think
seen
it's
it.
highly
But how many-
acclaimed as the funniest movie ever.
Oh no, that's not true.
yeah.
but Friday.
What, name one?
Friday.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber.
No.
Friday is
I mean, those
much-
are funny movies, but
Oh, Poll's going to come on this one. Which of
Okay,
the? So hold
that's
on.
fine.
I'm picking Friday as my funniest.
Friday's
movie.
up there.
What do you-
I'm
Dumb
sticking
and
to Dumb and
Dumber. He's
Dumber.
going Dumb and
Dumb and
Dumber.
Dumber, Friday, and Talladega Nights. That will be the poll this week. We'll put it up after the episode, and we'll see which is the funniest movie.
Done and done.
All right, cool, good deal. All right, so that was Valentine's Day. Hopefully, everybody had a great one, whether you were with someone, alone, whatever the situation was. Speaking of Valentines, past and present, and the future ghost is obviously visiting Donald Trump this week, as it's come out that he had relations with a porn star back in the day named Stormy Daniels. And, I mean, this story is getting a lot of traction, obviously.
Yeah, I tried to talk about this story a couple weeks ago, and you guys,
I mean, sometimes we get overloaded on the Trump Meister. We haven't talked about it in a couple weeks, and this is something that's not like serious.
you blew me off, and you said it was not a story, it was fake news, and all of a sudden, showing back up.
Well,
All of a sudden, you're interested.
Well, it kind of broke today because the lawyer came out this week and said that he paid Mrs. Daniels $130,000 of his own money. And Donald Trump was supposed to give him the money back and never did. So I guess this upset him. It's kind of a stupid move by me because all Trump had to do was probably pay this guy's money and he wouldn't be talking to the press this week. So
I think it goes deeper than that. I think if President Trump had spent his own money, it was a bigger concern than if his lawyer
no, for sure.
had, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Can he pay the man back? Pay the man back his money. Come on already. So she's obviously said she had relations with Donald Trump while he was married, and she was paid hush money to not talk about it. Signed a DNA
NDA.
Sorry, yeah.
Non-disclosure
agreement. I don't know how I messed that up, but she signed that. Actually gave an interview years ago. Then the interview was taken down from a magazine, so it's not like this wasn't known, but now it's in the forefront. So the question becomes, do we care? Do we care that Donald Trump slept with a porn star while married? Does that really matter? John, what do you think?
I mean, in this day and age, I mean, Clinton did way worse, and he was already president.
That's true.
I mean, this was in his past.
Well, it's funny that you say Bill Clinton did worse because the latest headline, I love this headline this week, is that Stormy Daniels has a Monica Lewinsky dress that she is willing to have DNA tested.
But at this point, isn't it just known that it happened? I mean, what do we need the dress for at this point?
I mean, come on, man. Just like the whole...
I mean, has Trump been like, no, it didn't happen?
So tell me exactly what Bill Clinton did that was worse than Trump.
It was, first of all, Monica Lewinsky worked for Bill Clinton.
And that makes it worse?
Yes.
But he didn't pay her. It wasn't prostitution.
I mean, I don't know if Trump paid her or not. Did he?
He paid her to be quiet after the fact.
I guess, yeah.
But,
maybe it wasn't
for the act, though.
I don't think it was a prostitution deal. He was probably giving
That's
her
what I'm saying.
presents, I'm sure. I mean, that woman isn't going to sleep with that guy unless she's getting something out of it.
Well, basically, what I kind of know this story is that he was doing the what was the show?
Celebrity Apprentice.
Celebrity Apprentice, and she thought she could get on the show. She's not going to say that, but he was telling her the line, "I'll get you on the show. I'll get you on the show." And then after the fact, he was like, "I don't know if I actually can."
Okay.
So that's kind of the deal.
I just, is it okay? We got to look at is it. I mean, it's wrong, obviously.
Yeah,
I mean,
both scenarios are wrong, definitely.
Unless his wife was. Here's the thing: if his wife knew about it and she's cool with it, then it's not wrong to me. I mean, you can say morally it's wrong or right, but if a couple gets married and
she didn't know about it,
and they're in an open,
right?
Do you think she's that dumb? I mean, really, guys, like, is she that dumb? Like, people knew they were hanging out together at like events and things like that, so it wasn't like it was just out of the blue. Like, oh my God, how could this happen? But. It's just odd. This guy, you look at him, you're like, ugh. I mean, the guy's not attractive at all. Let's call that first shot off. At least with Clinton, he had charm. Not a bad looking dude. You could see, all right, the ladies like
plays saxophone.
He's a cool guy. I mean,
guy running down to McDonald's.
Bill Clinton's got your work. Like, you're all right, man. You go over
smoking a doobie out back at work. Getting BJ's under the table.
Yeah, you're like, hey, what's up, cool guy? You're talking. Hey, let's go to lunch together. He's a funny guy. Trump.
Who is Trump?
Never. He's the guy.
He's that guy.
You avoid him. You don't want to talk to this guy at the office. You're like, oh, please.
He's like chewing with his mouth open. Yeah. He's mouth breathing.
He's like, you leave your desk.
He's the guy you're nice to in front of his face, but once he leaves,
you see him coming. You're like, I'm out. I got to get out of here. So you leave your desk and run away and hide in the bathroom until he leaves. It's like, ugh. I mean, the guy has no sense of humor either. The thing about Obama and Clinton, and even Bush to a little degree, at least they had some sense of humor about the position. This guy is taking it. He just takes everything very seriously, you can tell. But
who?
Trump. I mean, come on.
Okay.
He's not. He doesn't.
So this is not news to you guys.
Sammy from the chat, I would bone her. So
thank you for that.
That
Sammy.
doesn't say much. So this isn't news to you. You're not interested in hearing the tell-all NDA disclosure.
I mean, I'll read it because it's salacious, but I really don't truthfully care. No, I read anything that's kind of like this, but I don't. I care?
So the argument is like Bill Clinton's already done it, so it doesn't matter at this point. Like our president can totally go off and pay porn stars while his wife, because he's like, I'm going to give my wife a week to recover from pregnancy, is what he said. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like this, we just go through this big spiel about how Bill Clinton's a cool guy and Trump's not, and it's like, it's still okay.
What David was saying is, I mean, if he had the choice to hang out with one of them, it would be a landslide Bill Clinton. And I think that goes for everyone at this table.
Yeah.
But you're saying the fact that he did this is no big deal.
Well, it's different.
Like the president of the United States of America, this is acceptable behavior.
Well, different time and period as well when Clinton did it. If Clinton did it today, it'd be obviously very different. But I mean, it's just, there's so many more things you could put on Trump than this. Things he's done in office. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like this is in the past. There are things he's done this week you could point out to and go, yeah, man, come on.
How would your wife react if she found out you signed an NDA disclosure with a porn star after you paid her off, not to talk about your illicit affair?
So my wife's a supermodel. I'm married.
Because as is. Let's just why try to make it something it's not?
Well, Lee, I wouldn't be able to give Stormy Daniels any money. I don't have any money. I'd be like, here's
let's
$5.
Let's say it's like an amateur porn star. And she just wants a little bit of hush. She's obviously not Stormy Daniels
Dude,
money.
if he gives her like $500, Casey's going to notice.
That's true.
Yeah, let's say $500.
Well, no, I'd be busted immediately.
Well, let's say you started driving Uber. I don't know. So picked up an extra tip somewhere.
So I've got the cash. I give her the $500. Yes, my wife would obviously leave me. I mean, dude.
Okay, what about you?
Oh, yeah, she did.
Oh, yeah. So why does the president get a pass?
Because that's an arrangement.
If anything, the president should be held to a higher standard.
Oh, we're past that stuff. But
so he should.
I agree. He should.
He should. But it's okay that he's not.
That's been gone away with for years.
This is all just maybe a distraction.
But that's a fake marriage, right? Like, I mean,
I don't know. Did you have some inside information you'd like to share?
Look at him. It's the eye test, man. Are you joking right now? She married this guy for what? His looks, his charm, his wit?
Which he has none of any of those things. And she didn't marry him because he could throw a spiral.
Did Kobe Bryant's wife leave him? No. Do any of the wives leave them? Generally not. Hillary Clinton didn't leave, did she?
I mean, isn't Magic Johnson still married to his same wife that he had?
Wife. These women do not leave. They want money.
He has HIV. I mean,
that's true. They still engage in sex today, though.
Do you have some inside information here?
Oh, Magic Johnson. Yeah, he went on. They did an interview on some show or something about it and was very, very forthcoming with it. I mean, the guy got to lose at that point? Yeah. With money involved, people tend to stick together. You're right. Our wives would leave us immediately because we're worth nothing. Yeah. So that'd actually be addition by subtraction in those cases. So, but it's an interesting story. It's going to get you just wonder. I keep coming back to this. What are we missing because of this story? This is what I'm really starting to believe. Every week it's a goofy Trump story every week, I think, to distract us
from Russian collusion.
Okay, let me tell you about this.
You obviously have not been following the news. You guys, you blow me off each week. I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
I'm in bed with Alex Jones. I'm crazy. I got this leftist agenda, but you're going to see, man. It's going to be Russiagate. It's coming. Okay. If you're investing in Bitcoin, you're investing in the WWE.
I'm in, baby.
You need to put all your money in Russiagate. That's all I'm saying.
If you can find that stock. So from the chat, Robin wants to know, what do you guys think will happen with Mayor Megan Barry? And I'm going to predict it right now. I'm going to call it absolutely nothing's going to happen. They're going to do an investigation. They're not going to find any wrongdoings or no wrongdoings they could really pin it on it. Yeah. So she will walk away from this with the shame of the incident.
Will it be shame?
Yeah, I mean, she appears shameful when she's talking about it.
We have the president openly, like this stuff coming out, like what at this point what she did is okay with John.
But she said she's
not saying
just based upon like the behavior of all the other politicians. Like I know you personally don't feel like it's okay, but you feel like, just the totality of it doesn't matter.
No, I was just saying that, and if you were going to compare what Trump did to what Clinton did, I would say what Clinton did was worse.
So what about Mayor Megan Barry out of the three of them?
Out of the three of them, the worst? I'd probably still go with Clinton.
Okay, Clinton won for some reason because he's Clinton, right?
No, because I mean, Megan Barry's right next below that because both people worked directly below them.
So what makes Megan Barry get the number 2 slot? Like, what's the difference there?
Because he's the leader of the free world, and
I mean,
she's
that's
just the
fine.
leader of a principality. There's a,
Okay.
I mean, the
And then
level
Trump
of-
third because you love Trump. I got it. Okay.
I don't.
So
love
what do you
Trump.
think's going to happen?
I just said
Nothing.
Nothing.
absolutely nothing. You can take that to the bank. So from the chat, Sammy would rank them Clinton, Megan Barry, and Trump. He agrees with John. Lee, how would you rank them then?
If there's anything, like, I'm not going to lie. I'm 100% biased.
Okay.
So anything Trump does automatically goes to the top of the list. Anything that would get that man out of political office faster is straight to the top. And then the other two, who cares?
I would agree with John on this.
Throw
one.
it out there.
But,
Tie for second.
so let's say Lee, it's Trump. Okay.
Of course.
Well,
Like, everyone knew that, though.
All right, we're going down a sad street. Let's get happy.
Okay.
We got the memory of the week coming up. If you know, Michael Anthony Nicholas is a fan of the show.
I thought you were wanting to go to Happy Meals.
No, I actually.
I thought that was such a perfect segue.
Well, I know, right?
All right. Anyway,
We're gonna go to the official memory of the week for February 15th, 2018. Michael Anthony Nicholas is going to tell us what happened this day in history. And I think we should listen this time and maybe give some thoughts on what happened years ago in the past. What do you think about that, John?
Let's
sound-
dive in.
Let's dive in. Let's get this going, everyone. The one, the only, Michael Anthony.
Welcome to Memory of the Week. Today is Thursday, February 15th, the 46th day of 2018. There are 319 days left in the year. On February 15, 1798, a feud between two members of the House of Representatives, which was meeting in Philadelphia, boiled over as Roger Griswold of Connecticut used a cane to attack Vermont's Matthew Lyon, who defended himself with a set of tongs. Griswold was enraged over the House's refusal to expel Lyon for spitting tobacco juice in his face 2 weeks earlier. After the two men were separated, a motion to expel them was defeated. That is today's Memory of the Week. David, John, and Lee, back to you.
Back to us. So we think today's time is bad. Back in the day, they were spitting tobacco juice at each other's faces, man.
you haven't lived life until you spit tobacco juice in
That
another
is-
man's eye.
That is a slappable offense right there, man. Like a pimp slap across the mouth, dude.
No.
What
If someone spits tobacco, you don't pimp slap them.
What kind
You
of-
do
cut,
something.
You cut them.
What kind of disrespect is that? It's ridiculous.
I mean, have you ever been spit on by someone?
Yes, I did.
All
Yes.
right, let's hear that story.
I was babysitting a young man who's probably 11 or 12 years old, and he was a bit autistic. Now, this was back in 1997, so I don't think people really knew what autistic was. We just thought they were just special,
Yeah.
different, So, anyways, things were going well. His dad went out with his hot blonde. I remember that, and so
Is it a divorced dad or was it like
yes, divorced dad all day. And what it was, I'd watched a bunch of kids and via church, the word got around that I'd watch people's kids, and I was, pretty good at it, so no big deal. So anyway, we're sitting there, he's watching NCIS or whatever. I think it was NCIS, which is crazy because the show's still on today, or some Navy show. Maybe it wasn't NCIS.
It was like
Jag.
Jag. or
Jag.
something.
It was Jag. Okay, so he was watching Jag. It was like his thing. And I was like, all right, man, it's time to start getting
Are you serious?
It's time to start getting ready for bed. And he goes, no, I'm not. And I went, yeah, you gotta
Not while Jag's on.
I was like, well, no, it went off. I was like, oh, it's time for bed, man. And he's like, no. And I was like, all right, come on, man. So I let him into the bed and I go, you gotta lay down, man. And he's like, no, I'm not laying down. I'm like, come on, man, lay down in the bed, So I put him down in the bed and I look up and he spits right in my face, man. And I was irate. I don't know.
Live it.
I don't know if
Did you
you've
pimp
ever
slap
been-
him?
I thought about it.
Did you get the baby powder?
I held him down and I was like, don't spit on people. That's not right. I was like, it was not a good moment for me. I mean, anytime you've been spit in the face, and I've had a friend that's been spit in the face while he worked in jail, Chris, multiple times, your mind just flips. Like
Yeah.
you're luckily I didn't put hands on him, but I was worried. I was like, oh no, his dad's going to come home and he's going to tell him, I like shook him or something. And his dad came home with this blonde, smoking hot. I don't know what that was about. And
Well, you really don't know what it was about?
no, I do. I don't know how this guy, because this guy was not it's like a Trump Melania situation.
Well, there you go. He
And
had some money, right?
I guess he had money, but anyways, so he went into his son. He goes, "How was he?" He goes, "Oh, it was great. I had the best time." I was like, "Yeah, I'm never watching this kid again." So that was that. So yes, I have been spit on before. Have you been spit on before,
I can't. I'm trying to think. No, I don't think so.
John?
Not in the face, no.
Where have you been spit on at?
Well, you guys
I
remember
don't see nothing wrong
what the heck?
with a little bump and grind.
We don't need those
No.
stories,
I
John.
don't see nothing wrong.
All right, let's just
You
move
guys-
on.
You remember like when people would gleek?
Yeah.
You do that little. I was walking down the hall when I was in junior high, and somebody gleeked on me.
Because I know just what
Oh
you
man, those are
want.
fight. What did you get in a fight with him?
I got pretty close to it.
Ooh.
What did you gleek back?
No,
Did y'all start a gleek club?
I shoved him and I said,
Club.
if you do it again, and then I just kind of
Do it again, I'll kill you.
I didn't even say
boy.
all that.
You do it again, boy. Next time I'm gonna keep walking.
Tobacco juice, yeah, we'd be fighting to the death on that one, man. That would be a knockdown, drag out.
Yeah.
So hey, we think
That would be one of those situations where you start fighting and you don't stop till somebody's not moving
All right,
anymore.
next week I'm gonna chew tobacco and spit on you
Well, it'd be
in
into
the middle of the show.
be into the show because I'll kill you. But
That's fine. I don't think you would personally.
I would punch you. I wouldn't kill you. But
Okay, that's progress. That's progress.
here's what I say: we think times are rough in the Senate and House now. This was crazy stuff. Like people were literally going outside to duels and killing
Well,
each
yeah,
other.
like Aaron Burr. And,
They still
Hamilton.
do that, like in.
Oh.
No, listen to me. Watch the videos in the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
Where they have like they start erecting barricades because they form sides. And the thing is like whoever makes it up to the podium is the winner or whatever. And they literally just have like gang warfare right there in the what do they call it? Parliament, I guess.
Whatever it's called.
I don't know. But anyway, I did want to ask you guys that since we're talking about chewing tobacco, I wanted to ask you kind of like a new segment. I was going to bring up a topic that's just, and then we get your thoughts on it.
Okay.
So this week, I picked out the rolling coal. Have you heard of this? Do you know
Nope.
what this is?
Nothing at all.
No.
Okay, so it's modified diesel trucks that are made to blow out black exhaust.
Okay.
And they use it to like you know, if they pull up beside like a Prius or something, they'll like cover them in coal. You really haven't seen this?
No.
That's horrible.
It's like diesel modified trucks, and the engine is tuned to like burn massive amounts of coal. And they, you know, some of them have side pipes, some of them have at the top. But you know, when they take off, it's like, you know, because they want to like I guess they don't care. Well, anyway, what's your take
Number
on it?
one, is this even legal? Is this? I mean, this cannot be legal, right?
It shouldn't be.
So one of the reasons I saw this was Marsha Blackburn just got paid $225,000 in order to make rebuilt diesel engines not make them exempt from emissions laws.
Oh, okay.
So anyway,
So these guys, you don't even have to go through a mission. They're just blasting smoke. Now, listen here. Now, this is funny in theory. Like, looking at the pictures, it's funny.
so like Prius repellent.
But, man, this is wrong. Like, who are these idiots? I mean,
That's-
most of them are trucks. So already you kind of got your base right there of who's doing this. This is stupid. Why do people get into these big trucks? Like this guy here, you got the 8-foot, wheels. It's 15 feet off the ground. Now they're blowing smoke into Priuses. These are the most
Ignorant.
unconfident men that have ever walked the face of the earth,
Oh,
right?
really?
I mean, because number one, big truck, little man most of the time, okay? And I've said before, little men do not like to feel little. And if you want to hurt them worse than anything ever, make them feel little in front of a group full of people. That's why these guys drive this truck, because they've got nothing else going on in their life. Any flipping moron that would put black smoke coming out of their car and blasting other cars on the street, the highway parking lots, you need to be removed from society is what I would say. These are bad people. This is a test. This is a test we need to put out there. You're doing this, you're done. We're going to throw you to another country or execute you. You pick which one. It doesn't really matter.
Throw you to another country or execute. Okay, those are strong words. Maybe John has a voice of reason.
I think the worst punishment for them was take away their driver's license.
Maybe that needs to be the segment.
No.
Like one of you has to see the negatives, and one
I
of them
know.
has. You have to give the positive spin.
Oh.
I know when I was
The positive spin on rolling coal, John.
a while back, and you guys could attest to this. I had horrible luck with cars.
Yes.
I mean, just atrocious. And probably one of the lowest points of my life was like the first time my car broke down, where I was stuck without a vehicle for like 3 weeks, and I was just miserable. And the way these guys are, I mean, it probably multiply that. Because I mean, I'm in. I would no way, shape, or form do something like this.
Is this John's positive take on? Do you want me to be
No,
positive?
John, did you not hear the take
Okay.
that you had to do?
It's not good.
Okay, I'll flip
You
it.
have to.
Okay, I will.
Okay, so you gave John his negative
Okay.
take.
John, I
this,
gave
this is a new segment, so that we're earning it.
Okay.
You know, we're ironing out the. We're
Maybe
doing
I
the,
should go first, and then you.
We're
can
doing the
just
Bill
be
O'Reilly take. on it.
advocate for.
Here's what I said. I said execute. I said throw him out of the country. I was joking, guys. It was all a joke. It was a bit, okay? This is what's great about America. You can own a big truck. You can go out. You can work hard at a job. You got your 40-hour-a-week job. You're driving to work every day. You're busting your ass holding this country up. And you're looking at these little hipsters rolling around the little Prius. Look at me. I'm in a Prius. It doesn't make any noise. These guys need to be marked, bagged, and tagged. I'm for the trucks now. Blast the Priuses off the road. Get rid of these guys. This is what Donald Trump wants for America. This is what needs to happen. This is actually the real test. See, I gave you the fake test because
I can tell. You're a patriot.
You two would fail the test.
No,
because
I brought it up.
Look at me in my little car. You cry if this happened to you. Man up.
I don't even have a car.
Grow up. Grow up, people. It's black smoke. You'll live. There's worse. People in this country have lived through worse. There were coal miners that used to go down into the pits every day, come out and support their family because of black smoke. You're crying because a little black smoke hit your Prius. Grow up, you East Nashville losers. Get a real truck. Get a real life.
Truck and start listening to some Ted Nugent. Right?
Ted Nugent, the freaking David Allen Coe. Get your life together.
Get
people.
you a Bud Heavy.
There you go.
And drink it.
God bless America. That's what this is. It's freedom in action. There you go. That's the positive take of the week for the black smoke. Send us your pictures of you black.
What are we going to call this? Like yin yang? Or?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I love it.
John can pick whichever side he wants. I'll pick the opposite and I'll win every time.
There's a new segment we got coming your way. If you have any ideas, just be sure to tweet them at BYBpod and you'll get to hear a yin and yang.
And you'll hear me be right again. Okay, so let's get happy for real this time. Happy Meals. We've been loving Happy Meals since we were young children. They were awesome. They had toys in them. They had good food in them. And now McDonald's wants these to be balanced meals by 2022. A balanced Happy Meal. You got to be joking right now. Literally, guys, you're serving fake chicken nuggets to people. You're giving them salted fries that could basically kill someone from another country. Like if another person came over and ate one of those fries, they would die instantly. Like the salt would kill them. But
did you not hear about the cure for baldness?
Is McDonald's fries.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Well, they're taking those out. They want a bald America.
Maybe.
That's what they want.
Okay.
They want a bald America. So they're going to start introducing at one point vegetarian Happy Meals, which is already happening in other countries.
Well, your children will like that.
What are they going to serve?
Probably soy burgers.
Isn't their meat fake anyway? Isn't this technically
sure.
all the freaking vegetarian meal? It's not real hamburger. I've eaten real hamburgers. John, you've served them. They didn't taste like the McDonald's burgers, okay?
John's never ate a hamburger. He's only ever served them.
John makes the best burgers in Nashville that I've ever had.
Wow.
I'll
need to be serving some burgers then.
And I'm a burger fiend, and I'm. This is no.
Appreciate the
I'm not
compliment.
blowing any smoke up anybody, but John's burgers are literally. If he opened a
He's
restaurant,
not driving a truck.
Yeah, well, I'd smoke you out, but I would eat the hamburger you served me as well. So, but this is what was McDonald's? This is all because of Super Size Me. They're trying to fix their image. Their image is crappy food that you can get fast and get out of town, right? Like,
I mean, as long as they put toys in it, I think kids are going to be happy.
It's the convenience of it. That's the biggest thing.
Have you guys ever got a salad from McDonald's? Did you go to order a salad from McDonald's, John?
Actually, I have.
Oh my God! See, Prius man over here.
I know.
Lee,
I tried one time and I threw it away.
Good.
And I went back and I said, "You give me that quarter pounder."
Thank you. I want a double quarter pounder. Stack that thing up to the ceiling. John,
secret sauce, secret sauce.
I want to know why John's rolling through the McDonald's drive-through getting a salad. What is that your life, bro?
It was
Because
actually
that is bad, man.
It was actually just like 3 weeks ago, and it was after I already started the low carb diet.
Oh my God! What? Tell us about a McDonald's salad, real quick. I've heard rumors of these things. What's actually in it?
They should just stay as rumors.
What?
If you're gonna go to McDonald's, just get the regular
John,
food.
you did it. You're giving advice to your past.
Well,
I
he
know.
was he tried it.
I tried. It was wrong.
What's in the salad, man? Tell us.
They have so much stuff in there. You might as well get the
Soggy.
burger.
It's soggy lettuce.
Give us some ingredients.
Soggy
Lettuce, obviously.
Soggy.
Oh my gosh, there was corn in it.
Oh God,
It was
McDonald's corn. You
I know,
joking,
right?
dude?
What are you talking? There's so
Oh,
much corn in
gosh.
McDonald's. What are you talking about?
It was. I might as well have just gotten a burger and fries.
All right, thumbs up or thumbs down on McDonald's commitment to give balanced, happy meals to
Thumbs
the kid.
down.
Lee. Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
All right, thumbs down. All right, what's the next story? What you got? Give us something.
So I saw this one. And I thought this was a real hilarious story.
Okay.
An elk
Oh man.
takes down a helicopter in Utah. So these people were in a helicopter with a net trying to catch an elk for research purposes. So they threw the net on the elk, and the elk took down
Wow.
It jumped up and hit the rear rotor and brought the helicopter down.
But it died instantly.
the elk was murdered. No one else was.
Okay. Wow.
But I thought that was a pretty funny story.
Okay. Did you see that there was a man in another country that was going to go hunt a lion, and the lion killed him?
I mean, I think it's this last week, I think it was last week, we talked about robot uprisings.
Yes.
So you're worried about like robot uprisings, but the animal uprising has already begun.
Okay.
These animals, they see, like, imagine you're just walking to work or whatever. You know, you parked your car, you're walking to work, and all of a sudden a drone comes down with a net and throws it on you.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to freak out.
Of course.
That's what the elk, the lions, the tigers, the bears, they're waking up, man.
Well, hello, Clay Travis, because Clay Travis actually has this feature on his radio show every day called Animal Thunderdome, where he relays stories of animals attacking people. So you're on Clay Travis's side?
Never.
Well,
You just kinda said.
I think you just kind of were. So
I mean,
don't
if
know.
things are true and I agree to them, that doesn't mean I'm on Clay Travis's side, okay?
You're on
It
Clay
just-
Travis's side, everybody heard
Okay.
here. Lions and elks and bears. Oh,
Oh,
my.
my.
All right. We get into, I forgot this. Are we going Dear John or are we going Half Pint?
Dear John first.
Okay, Dear John first. Okay, well, that's all the news story. Drones are still in the news. Animals are attacking. The world's about to end, guys. And that's fine. We're going to keep entertaining you until the very
Dogs
end.
and cats living with each other. Mass hysteria.
There you go. Ghostbuster quote for the win.
There you go.
All right, let's. So all that's bad news, guys. The world's going to end. Like I said, we'll keep entertaining you. But until we do that, we have our very own John giving out advice to the masses. We're getting a lot of emails now. We're having to actually select the best ones. We can't even get to them all. We're writing you guys back. We appreciate you doing it. But it's time for the internet's favorite segment. It's the Dear John.
By the time you read these lines, I'll be gone.
All right, Lee's got the Dear John up. He's going to read it. John's going to give some advice. Go.
This one's kind of a long one, so just bear
That's
with
what
me.
she said.
Yeah.
Really?
Beat me
Really?
To it. Beat me to it.
Dear John, I recently met a man I love dearly, but I don't agree with the toys he buys for his 10-year-old son, Dale. The boy plays violent video games and is obsessed with guns to the point that we can't leave the house without him bringing a toy gun along. The video games he plays, unsupervised, are violent and gory and rated M, 17 years and over. Dale is not mature for his age. In fact, he often whines when he doesn't get his way. He's allowed on the internet without supervision, and I have walked in and caught him surfing naughty pictures. When I told his dad, he laughed and said, "Boys will be boys."
Boys will be boys, baby.
John, I'm afraid for my 6-year-old daughter. A few weeks ago, Dale decided he wanted to play good guys, bad guys with her. When he grabbed my daughter in a chokehold and held a toy gun to her head, she became hysterical. I have since had nightmares that Dale will find a real gun, think it's one of his play guns, and shoot my daughter. I think Dale's obsession is unhealthy, and I don't think it's healthy for my daughter to be around him. How do I handle this with my boyfriend? I love him and would like to spend the rest of my life with him, but I cannot marry him at the expense of my daughter. From Paranoid and Perplexed.
What the?
All right, good.
Is it like Big Bang?
Yeah,
I
that
don't.
was-
Sammy said we need a laugh track. So I don't-
Okay, here we go.
all right, here's
right.
John's answer.
First and foremost, I mean, you as a parent, you have to put your child first, and if this kid is really as bad as you say he is, and the husband is that just kind of throwaway with it. I mean, obviously, you guys have very, very different parental styles, and that's going to end up clashing. So if you want to stay with this man, you guys got to get together and find an even ground. But first and foremost, I mean, you have to put your child first. And if there's any situation where you think she may not be safe in, then, I mean, she's not choosing this man. You are, and it's not fair to her.
We've got to cue something. You said boys will be boys. You know that is a misogyny alert off the wazoo. This guy is bad news, baby. I mean,
I think that I'm glad that you're saying that.
I mean, this guy is he could be a killer, honestly. You want the truth. This guy, I'm not talking about the son, I'm talking about the father. The son's going to be a killer. This kid cannot be unsupervised on the internet. The first time you walked in and caught the nudie pictures, you destroy the computer, man.
You destroy the computer?
But the kids are kids. Okay, this kid's a psycho. He's going to kill your daughter. But you need to watch a little movie called We Need to Talk About Kevin first off. This is a very important movie that parents need to be watching about unchecked aggression in kids and how
Is this a fiction or a nonfiction?
It's
Hollywood.
It's a documentary?
It's a fake, yes. It's
Okay.
fiction, yes. But it's really good.
Great
It
advice.
stars Ezra Miller, and it's got
yeah, I've heard about that. I hadn't seen it, but
who's the redheaded lady that looks really weird and she's always looks different in all the movies? I can't remember her name.
Oh, that one.
More?
I can't remember that. But anyways,
Marky Mark.
No, you know if you saw. I'll look it up. But anyways, you've got to get out of this relationship now. I don't even know why you're attracted to this guy. Number one, boys will be boys. I mean, are you joking right now? This guy's looking at porn. How old is this kid?
10?
10 years old, looking at porn. What is
Never leaves the house without a gun?
The thing, though, is Dad's probably looking at porn, too.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's probably a safe assumption, John.
Yeah.
But yes, but the
Together.
dad's not 10 years old, you know. So what you need to do, you need to go watch the movie. We need to talk about Kevin. I'm telling you, you need to watch this movie.
Can you just give us like the 30-second synopsis there?
I don't want to spoil it because I can get, but basically, Kevin's mother struggles to love her strange child despite increasingly dangerous things he says and does as he grows up. Just getting started, and his final act will be beyond anything anyone imagined. I would say Tilda Swinton is who I'm talking about. It stars Tilda Swinton, John C. Reilly, Ezra Miller. It is a fantastic film, and you need to watch this, and then you need to get a restraining order against this man. You need to leave, grab your daughter, get the hell out of town because
Okay,
you're
so,
next.
so let me get this straight.
You're
John's
next.
advice, find even ground.
Right.
David's advice, watch a movie.
And get the hell out.
Okay.
I think both of us pretty much say get the heck
Lee,
out of there.
what's your grand advice?
Oh, I'm just here to read the column.
Thank you for that. All right, that's the Dear John segment.
You obviously need to get him a real gun. That's the problem, right?
AR-15, yeah. You know, the movie, I will say this, and we're not going to talk about, I mean, we'll mention it because it'd be crazy not to. We're not going to get into it, but there was a shooting in Florida, another school shooting. This movie is very topical to that. So I just say, honestly, if you're in that situation, you need to get out.
You know, for 2018, there have been an average of 2.5 school shootings.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Maybe the dad needs to watch that movie too.
Maybe he does. Maybe the dad will see it and realize he's done wrong. Who knows? All right. So let's, we got Halfpint. Marlin Mealer has contributed a segment. It's going to be about 5 minutes of him talking. He is a single man, and in honor of Valentine's Day, he has done a little segment on OK Cupid. Now, have you guys been on OK Cupid? No, Lee, you familiar with OK Cupid?
It's for poor people, right?
Is it?
No.
Halfpint, you'll have to let us know. Is it for
I think he paid for it, so maybe not.
Okay. Well, here we go. This is him.
Oh, sorry. That's Plenty Fish in the Sea.
Yeah.
OK Cupid is the legit one.
Yeah, you got to pay.
Okay, got it.
All right. Well, here we go. This is Halfpint, the scorned man at Valentine's Day, talking about OK Cupid. It's got a little stinger in here.
Hope we don't get popped for this.
We might.
Quite the stinger.
Yeah, it's quite the
Is it
intro.
just 4 minutes of stinger?
Valentine's Day is come and gone, and yours truly is single. Though honestly, not for want of trying. Recently, I started a profile on OkCupid.com, and through a deal over the holidays, I bought a 3-month A+ subscription for a discount. I browsed various profiles, sent messages, and as inconceivable as it sounds, I got messages back and even some dates out of it. Naturally, I enjoyed using the website. As an A+ member, I could see who's viewed my profile, who's liked me, and if my messages were read. That way, I could get a better idea of who I liked that liked me back. I didn't spam anyone, or more importantly, I didn't waste my time. Then, at the beginning of the year, I got an email from some lady named Amy, who I'm going to assume is an admin from OkCupid. Yeah, it was just strange that I get most emails anyway. So I'm going to go over this paragraph by paragraph. Hi. We've made some exciting changes on how messaging on OkCupid works. You see, from member feedback, we found that our messaging system needed some help. Members were getting too many unwanted messages, which was distracting them from the messages they actually wanted to respond to. After all, the conversations that end up leading to something are between people who actually like each other, so we wanted to make it easy for you to just focus on just those messages. Okay, I understand this paragraph. No one likes spam. No one wants to be harassed. No one wants what OKC calls unwanted messages. That's perfectly fine. Now, if only they had a way to highlight and then erase said messages. That's a really good idea. I think we should call that a delete button. Are you getting something that seems like spam or a porn bot? Well, crap, that profile should never be seen again. We should have that highlighted and erased too. Hell, call that a block button. Oh, you get someone consistently message you that you would never see in a million years. He keeps insisting that he's the basis for Christian Grey, whoever that is. Maybe that guy doesn't deserve a profile. Maybe have a report button there so that admin can take care of any problems, because believe me, he's not just messaging you. Second paragraph reads, so now, although you can still send a message to anyone, you'll only see messages in your conversations from people you've liked. People who have messaged you but whom you haven't liked yet will be highlighted and double taken everywhere else too. Just visit their profile to see the message, and if you've already liked someone, their message will automatically show up in your conversations. Easy. Now, at first that got a bit confusing, but then I kind of went through the experiences, and this is as best as I can figure it. Say I go onto a profile of someone who I'm interested in. Our profiles have an over 80% match, she could spell words correctly, and I could see what she looks like. 3 wins right there. I click the like button and automatically I'm instigated to message her right then and right there. The feelings of the moment is now or never take over me as I probably say something quickly, quirky, and awkwardly in my feeble attempts to break the ice. Now, it used to be that I could see all the messages I sent out and when/if they were read, part of the A+ subscription package. I tried to be a grown adult and saw that if they were read with no reply, they were not interested and moved on to someone who did reply. What a concept, eh? Except, now after you send that said first message, you get another message that says, if it's meant to be, you'll hear from them again. Also, their profile is no longer visible to you, that is, unless they like your profile back. In which case they see everything, including the message that pops up as soon as they like you. Wait, hold on a second. Let's use some logic here. You're a single person browsing a dating profile online. They seem interesting. You like them, so you click the like button. And not only immediately do you see that they like you back, they also have a message for you. Aren't we all trained to instinctively think that's just spam?
What do you mean? I don't like spam!
The final paragraph reads, and now for the best part. After testing these changes for weeks, we found that this new way of messaging increases your matches by over 30%. So thanks to your feedback, we've been able to make some pretty exciting improvements in time for the new year. Oh, wow, your beta testing on certain bitching millennials works, sort of. Honestly, it hasn't gotten better for me. I'm back to being reminded that as a single male in 2018, I don't have any say and don't have a chance on your website thanks to the increased difficulties at figuring out what the hell it is I'm actually doing. How can you tell me to trust in Providence and only worry if it's meant to be when the people who tell me that are the ones holding all the cards? In closing, I will not be extending my A+ membership when it comes up in March. In fact, I'll probably delete my profile altogether. You could say it's a breakup. Don't worry, OK Cupid. It's not me. It's all on you. I'm Halfpint, and that's my point.
There you go. So that is the Halfpint point. You called it the modern day Andy Rooney. Is that right?
I mean, yeah, he kind of looks like Andy Rooney too. So maybe that has something to do with it.
So what do you think about this? This is obviously a money grab by OK
I mean, I think they're just trying to make it like Twinder.
Tinder? It sounds a lot like Tinder, isn't it? So has Tinder changed the dating? You were on a dating website, right?
I was.
And?
I met my wife on a dating website.
So how did that work?
I wasn't swiping left or right, that's for sure.
Yeah?
It was just like, old school dating apps. People had profiles. You could send them messages.
There you go.
They gave you, like, you had filled out a questionnaire, right? And then they based you matched on your answer.
You tell me. I have no idea.
You've never been on a dating site before?
I think I was on
It's not too late.
I think I was on Yahoo Personal for like 2 days, and I was like, I'm not getting
What was that?
matches.
Was that just like the back page? Like you just put some
pictures
up and people just hook up with you?
Yeah, it was rudimentary.
It's not really a dating site.
I mean, you're supposed to go on dates with people, but I don't know. John, did you get all those sites back in the day?
Probably it's something similar, but I mean, it was years ago, probably in my early 20s.
There you
but
go. It's
I did heavily rely on the chat rooms.
Yes.
For dates, and I did get dates from them, but nothing. Nothing substantial.
I don't know. This is just the way it's going, right? I mean, people.
I don't see the problem. Look, here's the deal. Okay.
Here you go.
If you're a woman on a dating site, you're gonna get an endless. Like this changes is not.
I think he did it.
If you're a woe word,
okay, that's fine.
Is that woe people? If you're a woe person,
okay, we'll give you that.
If you're a woe person, and you're on a dating site, you're gonna get an endless stream of messages.
That's true.
Saying, "Hey, girl, here's how I know." Okay, I'm not some woman in Atlanta.
Sounds like Lee created a female.
I'm not saying I've never catfished, but what I am saying is a woman in Atlanta that has a name Latasha, I think, or Lena Brewington, uses my email address on Plenty of Fish in the Sea. So every man that messaged her went to my mailbox for a month. Okay, and the problem is, like, these aren't the most intelligent of men, I would assume.
Yeah,
I just assume. So maybe that's your advantage. I would say Marlin, like, use your intelligence, maybe. But this change isn't for men. Okay?
It's for women.
It's for women. The women are the ones getting the unsolicited.
Right.
So they make the decision.
But then the earnest,
they hold all the power.
But the earnest guys they're kind of out on this.
Oh,
right?
they're screwed. What do they have to offer? They look like a dork. On the internet, it's 10 times worse. Right? Like they have no moves. It's 10 times worse than email. Like, and like you can't even you don't even have a fedora to tip. You know, you can't even open a door and say "my lady." Is what I'm getting at,
okay.
right?
I'm with you, man.
You're better off just saying "Hey, girl," right? And just when if they click on the mess, go through every profile, leave a message that says "Hey, girl." If they click on the sign back up for A+, man. I'm laying out the strategy here. Update your picture, get something cool. Every profile you see, leave a message, copy paste. Hey, girl.
Wait
a
second. Let's back up.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
Hey,
if they click on it, you're back to the same site you were at.
Girl with a U instead of an
Of course. Of course.
Did you say update your picture?
Yeah. I'm just assuming.
Can he be saved?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyone can be saved through the power of photography and Photoshop.
There you go. So get a professional photo.
Get a professional, semi-professional photo.
Hit everybody.
Hit everyone.
Spend an afternoon.
Just to cast a wide net.
Just cast a
wide net will catch many fish. That's for sure.
You up? You out?
All right. Well, there we go. That's Halfpint's point. Maybe we'll feature more on that. We'll figure out how to integrate it into the show. But thank you so much for that. Valentine's special for you guys. I'm sure many single people were doing that over the Valentine's break. All right, well, let's get to our listeners, which are awesome, which are photogenically amazing. In a Blame Your Selfie segment, what we do is we get our listeners, our blamers, our fans, our friends. We get them to take selfies. They use the hashtag blame your selfie. We play it on the show, and we kind of give you some recognition if you're trying to plug something or just put your name out there. Let's get started. All right, the first one up is Janice, who is a big-time Blame Your Selfie member. And she is back. The haunted house is back open again in Madison, which is crazy to me. I mean, it's February, but Nashville Nightmare is back open for business. So if you want to go check it out, it's in Madison.
Year-round. Just year-round now?
I guess.
No.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm asking you.
We don't have to ask her.
We'll
She
have
said
to
it's
ask
open.
Janice.
So Jenny says, hashtag love bites, hashtag Nashville, hashtag Nightmare Tennessee, hashtag Nashville Nightmare haunted house. So
maybe they change it up a little bit depending on the year.
Oh,
Love bites.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
That'd be kind of cool.
Valentine's Day.
Maybe next month you have a bunch of like leprechauns running around with like knives and stuff.
There you go. You can't say leprechauns. That's offensive. But anyways, next up. Hey, ESPN said it, not me. All right, this is Sarah Knightley, who's part of Comp My Pod. So go check out that podcast, Comp My Pod. She said, hashtag blame your selfie, hashtag Valentine's Day. She's got a huge box of chocolate that's not bacon. She says, can't wait to eat the entire box. Gift or no gift? What do guys do? And the chocolates are always
I just want to say, like, we've already outed her as being, remember the cup was huge?
Yeah.
So maybe that's a normal-sized thing of chocolate
to her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think when she holds things, they do, for some reason, look a lot bigger.
Maybe she's a tiny person. Not a leprechaun, but a tiny person.
Tiny person.
I mean, we've met her. Maybe she shrinks or something. I don't know. She didn't seem like a tiny person.
She wasn't that small.
Got me pot of gold.
Wait a minute.
But
that's treading on thin ice.
I didn't say that's whatever accent you want to.
Hey, are we gonna have to put the L word?
That was my.
You didn't say the L people.
That was my South African accent. Okay, I was very proud of it. All right, so yes, box of chocolates is always a good gift to get people. This is from our account. I was trying to get some people to submit some selfies. That said, not too late to take a selfie. Always use the hashtag blame your selfie. We might mention you on tonight's live stream. And remember, live streams always blame your brother.tv. Here I am. This is at Dave is the worst. It says it's tough being a hero. Hashtag blame your selfie. This is a Facebook filter, and me and my children literally played with this filter for like 30 minutes before I came to the show, and we were just cracking up at all these weird filters that are on there. I kind of dig that. I did a little messing around with it. I think it looks kind of cool. So it's Batman at the end of a crappy day. So there you go. All right, next up we got Lee. Says, tweeter on the streets, blamer in the sheets. Oh, jeez. Hashtag blame your selfie.
There you go. That's all you need to know.
All right, next up
I posted this for my alternative account, just so you know.
There you go. Here's
so many different definitions for the word alternative.
So here we go.
Anyway.
This is at Radio Vegas Rocks. We mentioned we're streamed there every Thursday, and Jay runs Radio Vegas Rocks, does a multiple number of shows on there, so you need to go check those out. He plays some good tunes. Today he did, the day after Valentine's, he did breakup tunes, and I suggested he play Alanis Morissette. You ought to know. He played that. I thought that was a good one. He played a lot of great breakup songs that you kind of forgot about. Ben Folds, Song for the Dumped is a good one. So anyways, at Radio Vegas Rocks, please go follow those guys.
What's the one, Drowning Softly? I'm a brick. She's drowning softly. Isn't that a breakup song?
No, that song's about abortion.
Song's about abortion, yeah.
I would go with
Same
Gone.
thing.
Gone's a good song.
Yeah, I mean, but everybody knows like Song for the Dump. So at Radio Vegas Rocks, go follow those guys, and they always support the show. We love Jay and the whole crew out there. So thanks so much for the selfie. We're gonna get some people going your way. Is that all the selfies? That's it. All right. So like I said, if you want to take a selfie, use the hashtag blame your selfie, and we'll play you on the show. So we're giving advice out. We're letting people come on, tell you OK Cupid is garbage. We also, every week, inspired by the man DJ Khaled, the God himself, the man, the producer, we have a little segment where we try to give you advice called Major Key segment.
Where is the key?
There's not the key. I want the key.
Give us the keys. So let me give you a major key.
And you really do have the key.
Everybody stand up right now. Everybody. I got the keys now.
All right, it's time for the major key of the week. DJ Khaled right here beside me, guys. All right, so Lee and John are going to get together, and we're going to try to deduce a good life lesson from today's show. Anything standing out right now? Don't spit tobacco juice in someone's face. I mean, that's...
How about you got to cast a wide net?
Got to cast a wide net? Lee, what you thinking?
I'm not going to say mine.
Just say yours.
You got to say it. No.
No way.
What is it about?
Oh, no way.
What's it about?
Don't worry about
Black
it.
smoke?
Yes.
That was a lie.
All right, we're
Fake news.
We're going to go cast a wide net then?
Cast a wide
that
net.
is the major key of the week.
Everybody stand up right now. Everybody. I got the keys now.
All right, that's it, guys. That is another episode in the books. We got the major keys. We got John giving advice. If you want John's advice, which we didn't mention at the Dear John segment, all you have to do is email us at bybpod@gmail.com, or even better, go to blameyourbrother.net. There's actually a form on the right side of the webpage. You can send it directly from there, anonymous. Nothing.
You can also even leave a voicemail.
You can leave a voicemail, or there's even, if you go on the website, there's actually a plug-in on a web browser. You can just leave it straight from the website.
That is cool.
Even easier, guys.
You can also just go ahead and record a segment and send it in.
Yep. About whatever.
Try and keep it under 40 seconds.
40 seconds, please. All right. So you need to go to blameyourbrother.net. That's the website. That's where all the magic happens. That's where we've got articles up for Marlin. We got Adam Cox coming back at us this week. He actually did his top 5. I think he did 5. So he's from England, and he did some of his favorite American sitcom comedies. And on the list was The Big Bang Theory. John, anything you'd like to say to Adam?
Well done. Well done, my friend.
Birds of a feather.
Here's the thing. I love Adam. So I'm not, I understand you're from England. You don't understand comedy as well as us. It's a little bit skewed on what you like. But he did have Frasier on there. He had Community on there. He had
No Office.
He didn't have The Office on there.
I mean, that's like the pure British to America comedy.
See, he had Frasier, Friends, Community, Big Bang Theory, and something else I can't remember. But anyways, you can go to the website. You can read all, and he gives detailed reasons why he likes it. It's not just like, here's my top 5. He's a great writer. So if you go to blameyourbrother.net, you can check out all those articles, and you can also check out all the past episodes. So if you missed an episode, you want to go back and relive it, experience. 30 Rocks is the other one. If you want to experience an older episode, all the episodes are there, guys. So that's where you need to go. That's the hub for all the great stuff. Also on there, all of our social media links. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We're doing it all. And I said this week, and I meant it. A lot of podcasts I listen to say, hey, man, get on there and follow us on Twitter. And then you kind of write to them, and you never hear back from them. We're not that show.
Nope.
If you write to us, let me reiterate I will write you back, okay? As busy as I am, I will make sure to touch base with you. If you want to talk about something, we actually engage on social media in any form. So I just want to put that out there. Follow us, engage with us. And then there's all the ways to catch the show on all the podcast apps. Go to the Amazon link, buy stuff through Amazon.com. It's taking over the world. You're buying all your stuff through it. Use our link. All you have to do is click on it. It takes you to Amazon. You shop. We get a little bit of the extra kickback. Get your Blame Your Brother shirt and go check out Radio Vegas Rocks, radiovegas.rocks. They stream us every Thursday, but check out all the great shows. They've got it's a 24-hour radio show. So if you're bored, you need something to listen to, that is the place to go to. Other than that, there's the little link. Send John a message that's anonymous. You can put any name, put John Doe in there, and send us your message, and we'll never know it was you. So
just send the show a message. That's a great way to just contact us too.
Yeah, that's true. So and a couple people have done that, so we do appreciate that. So, all right, I guess with that, Lee, is there anything else?
Don't blame yourself when you can blame your brother.
Sorry? This must never be seen by anyone.
You want me to play it again?
Has anybody seen this?
Nobody has seen this.
They have to be found and talked to.
There you go.